What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talker ENT here again with another one. Hit that like, sub, comment, notification, do all of that here on this football Sunday. We're gonna get into that football too. Don't worry about that. But man, we got to cover everything that went down last night. We had two action-packed fights. One was the Anderson Silva fight in which he stunned Tito Ortiz, and then there was the Belfort and Evander Holyfield fight, in which Holyfield fell to Belfort, and we'll talk about that in just a second. We'll say the best for last. But I knew that Anderson Silva was a force to be reckoned with, anyways. Anderson Silva, to be 46 years old, man, he's still in phenomenal shape, and he still got it. He was, if y'all don't know, Anderson Silva is my favorite MMA fighter of all time, hands down, because he's so unorthodox with it. Uh, the thing that the thing that impressed me the most is that he was able to get it done in the first round. Okay, that I mean that at his age, you know what I'm saying, and you know he Ortiz, you know what I'm saying. I give him respect too, you know what I'm saying. But he was already missed by weight. He missed weight by 5 pounds coming into the contest, and there was a little controversy concerning that. But what threw off Ortiz was the right hand blow to the head, and then he came back with the with the left hook, and that's when he hit the mat. It was about 121 seconds left into the fight. 1 minute and 21 seconds left into the fight, and that's what ended the whole entire bout. Now Silva has won twice this year. Okay, since he left MMA, and this was following up the split decision win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. In June. And Ortiz, he hadn't fought an MMA bout in roughly a little over 2 years, back in on December 2019. So, he was going to be a little rusty. He was going to be a little rusty. And see, that's the thing. Not everybody's body is the same. Okay, like what the other fight that I'm getting ready to get into now, which is Holyfield and Belfort. You know, some guys might be able to compete and actually win at their elder age. But then you have some guys, man, that really just need to just sit their ass down. I'm just gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, to me, Anderson Silva, he took care of his body more than a lot of other people did. That's why he used to get all uh, this backlash about how he looked in the ring, and he wasn't all cut up and all ripped and stuff like that. Well, he wasn't jacking himself up with all these steroids and stuff like that and stuff. That's why I don't understand why they always talk about um, Canelo Alvarez when good and damn well that he's not taking any type of steroids or PEDs on like a consistent basis, like they're saying that he is and stuff like that. Because Canelo Alvarez didn't even look like he took steroids. If you look at Canelo when he was fighting and stuff like that, he's never been a ripped up, cut up guy or any of that stuff. And you could clearly see the difference. Now, let's get to the Holyfield fight. Okay, we're gonna get to the Holyfield fight. Uh, this fight right here, man, was anticipated because Holyfield was coming in and really trying to make his presence felt. I think that his goal was to eventually, get in the ring with Mike Tyson and everything. But I don't think that he wants any smoke with with Mike Tyson. Not after this, yet alone even stepping up in the ring. Now he was months shy of his 59th birthday, you know, but it didn't even take that long, and Belfort opened the round, just coming out, just swarming Holyfield from the get, and you know, it was just a flurry of punches that was coming to Holyfield. There was nothing that he could do, and he he just wasn't ready for him. He might have looked great. You know, a lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, Evander Holyfield, he looked phenomenal. He was in phenomenal shape and everything to be 59," which he was. I'm not gonna argue that, but listen, I tell anybody, it's not about how you look, it's about how you move. And Andy Ruiz had proved that. Man, you could be the most cut up, ripped, in shape dude all you want to, man. And then you got a guy that looked like he just got through having a fat burger. You know what I'm saying? And step up in that ring, man, and lay you out, man. It's really just about how you move. Now we all know that Donald Trump was up in there, up in the commentary booth and everything. I think everybody found that kind of interesting and stuff. Uh, but Belfort was he. The thing about Belfort is that he was in MMA, and that's what made it phenomenal too. Now, okay, true enough, we know Evander damn near 60 and everything like that, and some people said that he had no business being up in there, but hey, he took a risk, he tried his luck, and he ended up getting dropped. Do I think he should step up in there again? No, do not get back in there. Matter of fact, I don't think that any of these guys should have stepped up in there. But if you prove to me, okay, hey, look, I could stay up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to fight and all that other stuff. Hey, kudos to you. But sometimes the end result ain't all that good. Belfort, he was just boxing just for the second time, and he took his opportunity, and he made the most of that opportunity. And now he wants Jake Paul. He feels like he feels like Jake Paul is running from him. And he said this quote, "Hey Jake Paul, stop running from me." He said, "You could be my son. I'm going to put you in my lap, and you're going to sleep like a baby." End quote. Hey, Jake Paul, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to come up in there and try to make your presence felt somewhat now. Yeah, I know he's ex. Hold on one sec. You said, oh, okay, yeah, he got hands. Fighting around there. What's up with you? Y'all go subscribe to TJ Boxing and Sports too. No, 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 no. Holyfield 60. He's almost 60. He's 59. Said Lennox Lewis, one only heavyweight that has since. Yeah, I used to like Lennox Lewis too. What's up with it, Sterling Young? I see you in the building. You said who would have won? Who would have won in a fight at Prime Ritterbo or Lennox Lewis? Uh, I probably would have still took Lennox. Lennox Lewis was very underrated. I used to like Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? He was very finesse for his size, and he knew how to utilize his jab more than anybody in most of the heavyweights in the division during that time. That's why he did exceptionally well against Mike Tyson. He just couldn't get around that jab, and it was too long. You know what I'm saying? So, but you were talking about the Seahawks and the Colts. Listen, TJ, man, it's early in the season. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You can't judge all the teams right now. We'll have to see. You'll have to see maybe about 4 to 5 games in what they do. You got to realize, man, Carson Wentz is still coming off of that injury in training camp and everything. So we'll see what happens with that. But y'all guys, let me know what you think, man. Overall, man, just action packed. It's gonna be an action packed weekend. Uh, I got shows to watch, man. I got football to watch. Definitely got to get into. I want y'all to pull up a little bit later because I'm gonna get into the whole Russell Westbrook fiasco. They had a contract signed for Lewis, both fighting in '95, but then but then Bowie re- retired after Andy Galata fight. Okay, hey, that's good to know. That's good to know. Salute to your bone, Kwee. Um, you know, I like I said, man, I still think Lewis would have won, especially with the size advantage. See, y'all were looking for Lennox Lewis to be this, come out, just like force like George Foreman and stuff like that at his size and stuff like that. No, he was a finesse fighter and he knew how to box. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like he to me was the best UK best fighter to come out of the UK. You said with legendary dreads. Yeah, yeah, he had to let him go though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when it comes a time, man, when you really got to let him go. I like Stevie Wonder, but it's time for him to let him go. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would really get in his ear and tell him that. But you know, look, like I said, I like Lennox Lewis, and see, back in the days, I didn't really understand. I was all about Tyson, but that's because you were so used to seeing knockouts and stuff, and really didn't understand the essence of boxing. Yeah, he was, man. He doesn't get credited a lot for the utilization of the shoulder roll. I think that Mayweather and Mayweather Senior and Roger Mayweather got credited more than James Toney. But to me, I thought James Toney he did a phenomenal job with the use of the shoulder roll, but he just wasn't consistent. Uh, and he really fucked up by going and trying to step up in the octagon. But overall, yeah, he was a tremendous fighter, but his career didn't end that well. Yeah, I mean, he could slip and dip. A lot of people don't understand this. That's why, like, if 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 Canelo was to add a shoulder roll to his arsenal, do you know how even lights out dangerous Canelo would be more than what he is now? And people don't understand the power that Canelo packs. Canelo could kill a guy. He already makes you slip, miss, and then it's good night. And that's what Tony used to do. That's why I absolutely I used to like James Tony. He was nice to watch, but he really messed up. He messed up by trying to get in that octagon. There was no way he was gonna beat Randy Couture. Absolutely no way. Sometimes you got to come to the realization. Okay, hey, look, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to stay. Anderson Silva, he could come in and do both. You know what I'm saying? He could do both. He could do boxing and he could do MMA. That's just because Anderson Silva, he takes incredibly better care of his body than most. It's not all about, you see, y'all are so focused on, oh, well, he's all cut up. Would it beat Pacquiao? Probably so. Yeah, yeah. He probably would have beat him. I, Pacquiao, he's done. I don't think he should be fighting again. He's pushing for a rematch, which is really stupid. Look, if you get beat like that and you could barely see, and you got people feeding you soup and feeding you and all this other stuff, man, it's time to go ahead and stop. But some guys are not. They're very stubborn and don't know. They don't know what they really want to do. So we'll have to see what takes place. Maybe I'm looking for these new guys to come up. I want to see Shakur Stevenson. I would like to see uh, Jaron Ennis. I want to see more of him. You said Silva should have chose boxing. instead of MMA. He could have made real money. They paid scrub money in UFC. Well, that's what he wanted to do. He chose that. He chose to do that. He chose to do that. That was his decision, and that's what he wanted to do. Nah, not really, not at all. Well, Theo B, you're so concerned about uh, Terrence Crawford really not fighting anybody and getting wins that really don't mean anything. So if you want to do that, and then on top of that, he didn't fight, hasn't fought a pay-per-view fight. Come on, man, nobody's gonna take you seriously. And on top of that, he ran. And you could say about all this research and all that other stuff that you did. Everybody knows what the truth is. All my LDBC brothers, we know what the truth is. Errol Spence didn't run from nobody. Okay. And this is another thing too. Okay. I want to let you know this too, Theo B. All right. Because I think I gotta close the casting. I want you to go check out a couple people that's gonna put you on game about Errol Spence and about the Terrence Crawford nonsense. Okay. First and foremost, I want you to go to Ticket TV Boxing. Okay. He'll tell you the truth about everything. Another guy, of course, he's on here. Is my guy. He's been 10 toes down with me. Is TJ Boxing and Sports. He'll tell you more about the situation. I want you to go to Fan in Boxing. I want you to go to everything boxing. Okay. I want you to go to Monty Brown TV, and I also want you to go to Town Biz. Okay. These guys will put you on game as to what the real truth and the real situation is concerning Bob Arum, concerning the PBC, and concerning Errol Spence and the Terrence Crawford situation. Okay, you can't be relying on just front paper news all the time. We got guys that are there on the scene, right there, uh, as you could say, at the sideline, right there, you know, in the front and center. Well, first and foremost, we're not biased against anything, okay? And that's your first warning, right? We're not biased against anything, all right? I'm not biased against anything. It's just a fact, okay? Listen, when I'm gonna tell you like this, since you think everybody is biased, Theo, all right? I'm gonna tell you this one and one time only. At first, I didn't believe. Let me tell you, since you think everybody is biased, all right? I was one of the ones that said, okay, let's give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt against Deontay Wilder. Everybody knows that. Because I didn't think that, you know, I had to carve stuff down the middle. But then his actions started proving me otherwise. So there's never no bias. There's a lot of people that always talk about, you know, they might talk about this person and talk about that person, but you don't hear me doing it on that channel. I don't follow the flock, and I'm not biased towards anybody. Okay. Okay. Well, if you know them, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that's not gonna make anything better. So you got to be careful with what you're saying, Theo. Okay, you got to be careful with what you're saying. Don't come on here being like, "Oh yeah, the LDBC is biased." No, nobody's biased on anything. I know I'm not. Not when you step on this channel. I don't have a biased bone. Just like Russell Westbrook. Do I think that he should be wearing a fucking skirt? Absolutely not. But he's my favorite player. So you call that biased? Huh? Don't start with me, man. For real. I don't block motherfuckers. I don't do that shit or whatever. But if you feel like something's on your mind or something like that, gotta let that shit go. Absolutely not. He would not win. Okay. He would struggle against Porter. That's why he don't want no. He didn't even want any smoke with Porter. If you think Earl Spence had problems with Porter, what makes you think Terrence Crawford wouldn't? Only reason he won that fight too, Errol Spence, was because he had that somewhat of a knockdown. They counted as a knockdown. He had to take a knee. But up until then, Porter had to fight. Exactly. At least Bon Kwee knows the real true situation. Coach K struggled against Porter, not a chance. Mayweather said last 3 year Crawford best fighter in those divisions. Man, he was forced to say that shit. Okay, who do you think gave Mayweather problems in the sparring in a sparring session? Did you hear about that? But you don't hear about Crawford sparring Mayweather, do you? No, the great spar the greats. The great spar the greats. Straight up. And listen, yeah, they're both southpaws. That's another thing. They're both southpaws. Clarissa Shields, who do you think she went up against to spar? Errol Spence, not another woman. She sparred against a man. And guess what she said about Errol Spence? Go back and go look at it. Okay. Look at the age difference. Look at the age difference. Look at the age difference. Charlo. You still got to talk about Charlo. Charlo's fought more competition than what Crawford has. Charlo, you got to pay for his fights. Come on, man. Theo B, man. Listen, bro. You Barney Fifing yourself today. You cheddar bobbing yourself today. You shooting yourself in your own balls or in your own foot, man. Bon Kwee, don't say that. Listen, you don't even need to explain that. Everybody knows Earl Spence. Why do you think they call him Earl Spence the Truth? You know, and listen, I'm not the biggest. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be real. I I wasn't the biggest Earl Spence fan. I like Earl Spence because he repped for my home state and everything like that. But I just think right now, until you can say that you have completely obliterated like more than 3 divisions, which Canelo has done, we have no conversation for that. Crawford has been letting his skills diminish and letting letting his time go. Canelo has been getting fight. Yeah, will they be the quality fights that you want to see? No, but he's stepping back in the ring constantly. And guess what? Guess what? Canelo's fight, Canelo, you have to pay pay-per-view. Canelo's fight, he could sell out an arena. Against who? Theo B, you easy work, man. Against who? Did he fight Garcia? No. Did he fight Porter? No. I'm going, y'all, man. Theo B, man. Man, listen, bro. Next time, man, you try to cook, man, don't come with that bologna and cheese sandwich logic or any of that ramen noodle logic, okay? I need something that's going to take some time and preparation because I will slow cook your ass. No, he hasn't. Okay, is Mayweather a bum? Exactly. Mayweather is not a bum, and he's one of the only ones that's fighting right now that has fought Mayweather. Okay, last time I checked, Cotto wasn't a bum. Did Mayweather knock him out? No, but guess who did? Canelo did. Was Jacobs a bum? No, but they want to talk about, oh, he didn't fight no black fighters. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, Gamboa, yeah, he got him, but who the hell is Gamboa? Ain't nobody. You better call him hey Theo, that's his name, Childish Gamboa. Childish Gamboa. But look, man, hey, listen, let's stop messing with Theo B because he loved Crawford so much that he can't take any type of criticism about him. I could take criticism about Canelo all day. Like, if you tell me anything about Canelo, you bring up the steroids allegations and all that other stuff, I'm not gonna get sensitive about it. You know, and look, people tell me all the time, why are you a Canelo fan and you're black? Well, to me, where I come from, it's not really have nothing to do with your race, nigga. If you could square up and you could fight and you could whoop somebody ass, you could whoop somebody ass. It don't matter what ethnicity, color, culture, background that you come from. You know, right? And nobody talks about him no more. Yeah, and I put it to you like this. Think about who sells. If you go to China or you go to the UK or you go to Saudi Arabia, who do you think that they'll know? Or you go to Mexico, will they know Crawford or will they know Canelo? Hey, Bone Quickly, man, don't do it. Hey, Theo, man, Theo getting hype right now, man. Theo getting hype right now. But like I said, man, leave your comments, like this video, subscribe, and Theo B, man, I really do need you to take that back what you said about the LDBC for real, man. We don't play with that around here, okay? Like, you got to show respect, but nobody's biased about anything. Nobody's biased about anything. That's why everybody come. Like, I don't listen. If you like LeBron James, guess what? I'm not going to talk about you for that. But there's other people that will. So how does that bias? You know, being biased is me being like, oh, you know what? You said something about Canelo. I'm going to block you. Oh, you know what, man? You like Crawford? I'm going to block you. That's being biased, man. Understand what you're saying before you're saying it. Okay? I'll let it go this time, Theo, man, just because you cool with me and I gave you a wrench, you know, for a reason, man. But you can't do that shit no more, man. Whoa. Nobody ever goes from an opposite view. Okay. Name the time. What's up to you, Jacob Jennings? Okay, listen. Jacob Jennings, Jacob Jennings loves Mayweather, but I don't get mad at Jacob Jennings because he likes Mayweather. We debate all day. Am I lying, Jacob Jennings? Like there's no biasness on this channel. I love Mayweather and everything, but do I think that he's the best ever? No, but Jacob does. But am I gonna stop talking to Jacob because of that? No, we don't do that here at the LDBC. Okay, Theo, I'm trying to tell you, nobody is biased. If you, I know the most unbiased person right now, and you could go to his channel, and you could clearly see that there ain't no bias going on over there. Actually, two of them. It's LVZ, NBA Talk. Go subscribe to his channel, and Too Raw for TV. And pretty much all the other LDBC brothers. Man, listen. Yeah, and even Jacob Jennings said Roy Jones is the best ever, but he loves Mayweather. But that's not being biased. Me being biased is being like, oh man, you know what, Jacob, man, you capping right now because you said Canelo was this or that or something like that. I'm gonna have to block you. That's being biased, man. Oh, okay. All right, Theo. I know. I'm just surprised that you would say something like that though, man. You gotta go to other guys. See over here, man, it's sink or swim. I don't care who you like. You can flex your opinions. Haven't I always said that, Jacob? Jacob's been with me since the beginning. Pause. He been with this channel since the beginning. He hadn't been there in quite some time, but he knows how we get down. I have plenty of people that cannot stand Michael Jordan. They absolutely cannot stand Michael Jordan. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, no, what? No, you're not allowed. It's a matter of opinion. I don't take it personal. I know plenty of people that can't stand Russell Westbrook. They hate him. They think he lacks intellect. They say he plays out of control. And even with the skirt situation, they think he's preposterous. Yeah, I know you do. No, you said maybe not biased, Polo, but there's a preferred narrative on Boxing Channel. Well, okay, on certain ones, yes. On certain ones, yes. I know a few of them, and I'm not going to even mention them. I'm not going to give them guys power. But around here, no, because you got to think about it. Some of these guys you're talking to are uh, right there at the core of what's going on, doing interviews, talking to these people and everything. It's just like with Deontay Wilder. They didn't want to push Deontay Wilder, but 78 Sports, he wanted to. He wanted to because they were giving all these other people credit and stuff like that. They would consistently shit on Deontay Wilder saying that he couldn't box and couldn't do this and stuff like that. I said this. I wish he would have done what he's doing now a lot earlier because him doing that, he would be the greatest, arguably the greatest heavyweight of all time with that knockout power. And on top of that, you got boxing skills in your arsenal. Are you kidding me? And on top of that, you're 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". I've seen Deontay Wilder in person. He came out here to Dallas for the fair. He's a giant. Crawford not a pay-per-view attraction. Aram knows that exactly. I keep trying to tell him that Jacob Jennings, but Theo B, he listen, Theo. This is what we're trying to get you to understand. Mayweather would choose who you think Mayweather would choose to market and promote his fights. Out of Earl Spence, uh, and Crawford. he would choose Errol Spence before he chose Crawford because Errol Spence is a more of an attraction than what Crawford is. Errol Spence can lock down AT&T Stadium. What can Crawford do? Jerry Jones knows who Errol Spence is. He doesn't have a clue who Crawford is except for what he sees on TV. Errol Spence could walk up in the stadium right now and tell them he demands them to play Yellow Beezy. What can Crawford do? You understand what I'm saying? So me and Jacob Jennings have disagreed about this point before about the money aspect and everything, but I'll give my salute to Jacob Jennings when it comes to money and marketing and the viewers in terms of boxing. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? He's always said that, and we disagreed about some things in terms of the money aspect of things. But I always had to give Jacobs his props on that. When it comes to the money, he could checkmate anybody in a debate on that because it's so true. And Mayweather, he was phenomenal at that. That's why he's able to go anywhere around the world and sell out. And guess who else is? Canelo can. He could go to the UK, sell out. He could go to Saudi Arabia or the Middle East, sell out. He could go to Mexico, in which he runs that country. And everybody says, even Chavez said that he did. He could sell that country out. He could sell the U.S. out. He could go to Madison Square Garden. He could go to Vegas. Everybody wants to see Canelo. And the big thing that you're not understanding is that Hispanics are, you know, they love their boxing, and they make up a big percentage of the of North America. Man, Andre Ward, man. That's why. Who you think is training uh Plant right now? It's Andre Ward because he doesn't like Canelo. Man, Andre Ward got out while he could because he knew that he was getting ready. He wasn't ready. He didn't want that smoke. Exactly, but Kell Brook was beating Crawford, and he was beating Crawford up until the knockout. Exactly. Yep. Jacob Jennings is on point. It's big over here, dog. There's a lot of like Hispanics that actually do love Mayweather. And you know why? Because see, Mayweather was smart. He was a genius. You may not like him. You may not like how he does things and how he goes about his life and everything. But I'm gonna tell you like this: he's smart about what he does. Fighting on Cinco de Mayo was huge. Do you know how many venues would sell out? I would go to Mexican restaurants and try to go sit down and go have something to eat. They'd be like, "Look, you're gonna have to wait on the table. Why? We're showing the Mayweather fight tonight. Go to another one. Sorry, sir. It's gonna be about a 2 hour wait. Why? We're showing the Mayweather fight." Amir Khan, you know, because he fought Canelo too. You know what I'm saying? I give Amir Khan just a little bit of his props. You know what I'm saying? Amir Khan, though, man, he disappointed me in some instances. I thought Amir Khan was gonna be end up being better. Right? Yeah. All you all Crawford has is Nebraska. He got Omaha behind him. That's about it. Okay, yes, I know Warren Buffett is from there and everything, but you know, we're talking about your skills. And look, I'm not. Do I think I just wish Crawford would fight more people? He needs to fight more, even if you got to get some guys a little bit more up under your belt, that aren't that good or whatever to get to the big fish. Keith Thurman, that boy. Oh, so he a pastor? Y'all something else, man. But yeah, Jacob Jennings, man, Theo B, Bonqui, Atlantic City. Yeah, what on ESPN? Let me stop, man. Hey, I'm gonna hit y'all up a little later. I'm coming. I'm coming back. Hey, Jacob Jennings. He talking about they sold Madison Square Garden, Vegas, in Atlantic City. Yeah. Yeah, that was on ESPN. That was on ESPN, man. I know. That was on ESPN. I'm gonna go, y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later, man.